The Cold Cold Ground is an interesting one because its chords are very easy, but it's impossible to replicate the rhythm that you hear on the original record, and that's because the guitar is playing in a swung rhythm. I'm just grabbing a C chord here. And this is what Tom Waits is pretty much playing. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. With the up before the miss being accented. There. Now you can play with that strum pattern and that will work fine, but the reason the rhythm sounds so different on the record is that while he's doing that, the accordion player is playing in a straight rhythm, a tick-tock rhythm. So it's impossible to know which one to use when we're just playing with one solo guitar. I've chosen the swung approach, but if you prefer the straight approach, graceful sidekick in an old cafe, by all means go ahead and use it. And that's a standard strum pattern if you want a nice easy version of it. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. I'm just moving between C and A minor, which is your intro. Or, as Tom Waits does, swinging the guitar part, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Alright, no more said about that in terms of the rhythm and what Tom Waits is actually playing on the guitar. I like to do a version that tries to get a sense of what's happening on the record with all the instruments. I'm ignoring the accordion for all intents and purposes, but to get the sense of what the bass player is doing, which is a really important part of the sound of this track, I would play the intro like this. Alright, now I'm moving between C and A minor, and I want to get the bass player's bass line in there, and that's on a C chord going between C and G, the 5th and 6th strings, and A minor, 5th and 6th strings. And around that, now I'm muting here. I've got my palm, this part of my palm, just coming across the bridge and touching the strings lightly so that the strings are dead. I want that sound as much as possible on this track. And I'm going to go bass, up, down, and the up, down, anything that is not the bass note, be careful not to accent it. You want to keep it very much in the background, except for one of them. Bass, up, down, up. Now that up, you don't want to overdo it, but you want that one to be emphasized a little bit. Bass, so I'm going 5, up, down, up. And notice that up, down is really just around the middle of the chord, sometimes just 1 or 2 strings. And then 6, and 6 can either be followed by up, down, up as well, or sometimes I'll just go 6 and then a muted slap. 5, up, down, up, 6, slap. Notice I really don't care what I'm getting when I'm doing the strummy parts. It's 5 and 6 that I want, at speed. You want to relentlessly hear that bass going 5, 6, 5, 6. That's how this song gets its lilt. Alright, that's your intro. C to A minor like that. He does it 6 times on the record, it doesn't matter how many times you do it, and when you start to sing, you do it 2 more times. Crestfallen sidekick in an old cafe, never slept with a dream before he had to go away. A 3rd time, there's a bell in the tower, Uncle Ray brought around. Now we want to go to F, and play F like this. You could play it as a bar chord if you prefer, it doesn't matter, but your bass is going to go 4 to 5. The same sort of muted strummy thing around it. So 4, down, up, 5, slap. And then to G, where 6 is your bass note, everything else is the same. And there's no alternate bass note. You just go 6 and then 6. 6, up, down, up, 6, slap. And then you're back to C to A minor, but I'll talk about that in a minute. That's the chorus. So coming from the F, don't worry about the army, the cold, cold ground. Now there's the C. that heralds the arrival of the chorus. It's going to go from C to A minor, but now for 2 bars at a time. C, C, A minor, C. So 5 up, down, up, 6, slap, 5 up, down, up, and then come down to A minor, 5, 5 at the 2nd fret, and A minor, the same. Except when you come back, it'll be 5 open, 5 2nd fret to C. So it's going like this. C, C, climb down, A minor. Climb up, C, and so on and so on. The cold, cold ground. Cold, cold ground. Cold, cold ground. Cold, cold ground. Don't, and climb back up again into the 2nd verse. Don't be a crybaby when there's wood in the shed. 2nd verse will be the same as the 1st, of course. Just in case you need to count for that chorus. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 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 1. Now you've got the whole song because there's no bridge or anything here. It's just verses and choruses. There's one interlude after the chorus that follows verse 3. There's a solo, but it's just over the verse and chorus chords. So if you want to do a solo yourself, just play the verse and chorus chords as an instrumental. Otherwise go straight to verse 4, give me a Winchester rifle and a whole box of shells. And you'll finish after the chorus that follows, take a weather vane rooster, which is the last verse. He fades out. We could finish by singing the chorus and then going out on the same thing we played on the intro. Maybe a couple of times, and then just 1 strum of C, of course, will finish it, following an A minor. So let me play you out with the final verse and chorus, and then that outro. Take a weather vane rooster, throw rocks at his head. Stop talking to the neighbors and